And we're back, everybody, with the Drunken News Game Show on the Tangent Podcast.
Yeah.
Woo!
Woo.
So
Fuck
Steve now is the maestro. No
Who
more
is
Brian
Steve?
Maestro.
It's God Mike back there.
Yeah.
Nobody fucking knows.
But I think we have a rant this week.
We do have a rant.
Who's ranting? Is it you again?
It's me.
Oh, Jesus.
No.
I hope it's not just
No
aimed
rebuttals.
at
No.
me
No.
personally.
No retorts.
Oh, God.
No interruptions.
Here we go.
All right, so are we ready?
30 seconds on the clock.
Ready, set, go.
Fuck Tostino's pizza rolls. All right. Fuck Tostino's pizza rolls. Bagel Bites are far superior. If you're hosting a party, Bagel Bites, motherfucker. They fill Tostino's pizza rolls with fucking liquid lava. Shit burns the roof of your mouth. All right. If someone is having a wedding, I expect Bagel Bites to be there.
At the wedding?
You know who I'm talking about.
I'll be sure to do that.
All right. If I see Tostino's pizza rolls there, I'm tipping the table over.
Time.
Perfect. Perfect. Moving on
Okey-dokey.
to the actual news. Nice job, Anthony.
Nice rant.
Get it?
Appreciate that. I think we're all on. We can't even talk about
Nope,
it.
can't talk about it. Can't talk
Moving
about
on.
Moving on.
All right, so first story. Halo Wars on Steam is first online Halo game to rely on Steamworks. So the article says, you're not smoking something. Microsoft is indeed releasing its resolution-bumped mouse and keyboard-supported version of the 2009 real-time strategy game on Steam on 4/20. Steam version will cost $20. What's more, it's the first online Halo game to have major Xbox Live features and requirements stripped in favor of Steam's own solutions.
So is this Halo Wars or Halo Wars 2?
This is
Halo Wars.
just Halo Wars, I
Okay.
think. Additionally, the Steam version will fracture the game's online multiplayer pools on PC. Steam owners of Halo Wars won't be able to join the Xbox Play Anywhere ecosystem of online battling between Xbox One players and owners of the UWP Windows-only version. Interestingly, the Steam game requirements page does not mention Xbox Live membership as needed for online multiplayer, but it does mention Steam Achievements, Steam Cloud, and Steam Leaderboard.
Nice.
That's sweet.
Oh,
There you
you for it?
I mean, sure. I'm not a big Halo Wars player, but
if you were,
if I was, I'd probably be pretty pumped about it. I wasn't listening. I'm sorry.
Well,
What
I
do you
think-
think about Halo Wars being launched on Steam?
well, I think that this genre of game is what a huge market in the PC crowd. Obviously, so I think it could only be good for them, in my opinion.
The biggest complaint about Halo Wars because Halo Wars 2 is on PC. And you
Oh,
can,
is it?
Yeah, you can play Halo Wars 2 on PC. That's why I'm
So then why is
confused on
this
the
such a big
story
deal?
right now.
it's
I think
it's
launching
because-
on Steam. That's the story.
so
Okay.
they're removing any sort of Windows.
Affiliation with
Affiliation.
it.
Got
with
it.
it.
I
Got
see.
it.
But
Which is
it's
very
also-
smart. Okay, now
They're also
I'm on the
bringing,
same page. Thanks.
They're
Brian.
also bringing the original one to Steam, so people who have played Halo Wars on their PC and they never played Halo Wars on the Xbox 360, they now have a chance to play it on Steam online using mouse and keyboards, just so they have more content now that Halo Wars 2 is out.
Yeah, I mean the only problem that I've heard with Halo Wars 2 is that the control scheme for PC it's really dumbed down because of the console version.
So they didn't kind of like make two separate control schemes.
Hotkeys. And then
Not really.
That's dumb.
Yeah, so that was the biggest complaint about Halo Wars 2, but I heard Halo Wars like the original was like really really
Well received, yeah.
And so it's definitely what they should be doing when they release these games on PC. Like it should be on Steam as well.
Yeah,
Like,
'cause
it
that's the
shouldn't
market.
just be for people that are in the Microsoft marketplace.
So
or
if you have a computer and you bought it like the Microsoft product, you don't have to have an account of any kind, do you?
no.
You don't have to have. You could just put it in and it'll launch and you're
Install.
good
And then you can, yep.
yeah,
to go. Okay.
but this is reaching a broader audience,
Right, because
obviously.
everybody has the Steam account.
Yes,
Yeah.
unless you're a pleb.
Plus, not physical, so you don't have to pay for the disc or go to the store for it.
Right.
Well, Brian had it figured out pretty quick, so 2 points for Brian.
Nice shot, Brian.
Good
You
work.
explained that better than
Perfectly.
Steve. So
Well, I made it pretty crystal fucking clear. That's -1 for Gary.
He's just looking for
Yeah.
negative points.
Get him.
Get him.
Get him.
Next story, Star Wars Battlefront 2 release date. First story details revealed. So, at Star Wars Celebration today, EA announced that Star Wars Battlefront 2 will be released worldwide on PS4, Xbox One, and PC on November 17th. It is now available for pre-order. I don't know if you really want me to get into the story.
I'm very
excited.
The story is interesting.
Yeah, the story mode of this and the story itself seems really fucking cool.
So, Battlefront 2's campaign will take place in the 30-year period between the end of Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens. Kylo Ren is in this fucking thing. No one wants that.
No, Kylo Ren's a bitch.
Space battles will also return.
Yes, let's
Christ.
go.
And are in development by Criterion.
Yep. Burnout
Previously
series.
worked on Burnout, and as well as the X-Wing VR experience in the first Battlefront.
Does it say if it's still gonna have that like strategy board game like it used to have, or is it just gonna be a story?
Offers high-stakes dogfights, and with land and air vehicles, the players will be able to pilot ships, including a First Order TIE fighter, the Millennium Falcon, and more.
Justin, I don't
doesn't
think
really
that
say.
I don't think that they have that. That was more of a split screen co-op or like
No,
split
no,
screen
but
You're
versus.
thinking of
That's what it
Conquest
was.
mode.
Yeah, it was conquest mode, and that was just split screen, or like you could do it versus a computer. This actually has you
A
you
full-on
play it
story.
like
you
a
think you'll
full-on
have
story.
conquest mode? Did
No,
they say
no,
anything?
No, I don't
It's
think
not
so.
going to have it.
But the
Conquest
story
mode
mode
is
is
sick.
pretty cool because you play a squad of
Inferno Squad.
Thank you. Yeah, so you play as the Inferno Squad, and they are
You're
in the
on the dark
Imperials.
side.
Yeah, you play the Imperials, and then it's like, well, shit, the Death Star just exploded. Now what?
Yeah.
And then you play their story. So I'm interested to see how that unfolds.
It's a really cool perspective. Like in
Yeah.
the trailer when they're on the ground and then all of a sudden you see the Death Star blow up and the guy looks at the leader and the leader is from she's from the show.
She's
the
Shiva.
Shiva. Shiva Kamini.
She is.
Yeah,
she's really hot.
Yeah, she's the main character.
Yeah,
so
she
now
plays
you're
the-
back in.
I'm
We're
in
roping
it.
Justin back
Yeah,
into it.
let's go.
So,
Shiva Kamini, I got something.
Point
But,
for Justin.
Yeah.
Oh,
What did he say?
Phil, you got a point.
So-
you got a point.
Oh,
But-
for repeat, baby.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a really interesting perspective. Like with them being like, we're gonna avenge our emperor, is what they say.
Yeah, so they don't lose the loyalty to the Imperials.
Dark
so.
side is strong. It's very strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know that.
And then what's got me excited is Darth Maul's in the game.
Yeah.
That's
the only
fucking
Since he only
sweet.
got like 7 minutes of
Yeah,
movie time.
like one of the best villains
he is the
in
best.
Star Wars.
Yeah,
He
and they
is.
killed him way too soon.
I
He
mean,
shoulda had,
Darth
like, a whole
Vader
movie.
is
They
the
mention
best.
Ray Luke.
Until you're the face of the mask.
Darth Vader is the Darth Vader is the best.
Darth Maul, he ended. I gotta go Darth Maul.
No,
He ended
Vader is
on a
the,
good note.
It's
Vader
Vader
is
then
the
Maul.
quintessential
Yeah.
Dude, and then
bad
you
guy.
see Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, and you're like, no, this can't be Vader.
Well, yeah, I know. That's the whole point. Is that like, Anakin's a little bitch and
Yeah.
Vader's the man.
1 point for Darth Maul on that one. I like
Darth
that.
Maul gets a point. Nice. Wherever you're at, split in half down the
Hayden
bottom of
Christensen
a fucking
is-
hole. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think of Darth Vader the same because of how bad Anakin was.
Did you
True.
see him in the newest movie, Rogue One?
No, I have not.
So that hallway scene might change your mind, but
Well, until then.
um,
Until then.
Darth
Yeah.
Maul gets a
Yeah.
point.
I mean,
but-
Darth Maul is fucking badass. It's great that he's in a game, and I like how they're doing all the characters. So Ren's in it.
Yep. So
You
you
get-
probably will get Finn and Poe.
You're gonna
and
get everyone.
Yeah.
in it, and
Poe's
you're gonna
man.
get Boba
I
Fett and
hope that they just
Django.
do it right and they
Mace
release
Windu.
it when it's ready, unlike they did with the first Battlefront to
Yeah.
like kind of just cash in. That game felt very empty to me. Hopefully this new one will have a little bit more padding to it, and it'll be launched this year, probably right aside The Last Jedi.
yeah.
So-
it's gonna fit. Probably I'm thinking like it's gonna be November-ish. is
Well, it's
when-
November 17th or 18th. Steve just read it
Yeah.
off.
Did it?
So,
I don't listen to Steve.
well, that's why you
Minus
don't get any
points.
points. But
He's asking for it.
he's looking for it this week.
-2.
Yep. Get rid of him. See ya.
I don't know. I'm excited to see. Like, I'm more optimistic
It
about
was
this
the
one.
14th, I think.
The 14th.
Yeah.
More optimistic about this one than the first one because it sounds like they released the first one, everyone had their critiques, and then they were like, oh shit, maybe we should do something about it.
Yeah.
And
Well, it's nice to
they
hear
did.
when people come. Yeah, well, you just kind of beat me to that.
Well,
But
why don't
but
you
at
just
the
repeat
same-
it, pal?
Yeah.
Get that
At-
point.
We got there right at the exact same time. We were tied. We
Yeah.
both had the exact same thought. Exact same
Sure.
time.
But at the same time, like it is EA
So you never fucking know.
making
dude.
a
Could be a piece
single
of shit.
player like I don't know one EA single player story that I thought was entertaining. Like,
But this is written by, it's written actually by
By
Mitch
Shiva?
Dyer from IGN. He used to work at IGN.
I'm sure he'll write a nice review.
And,
About his
well,
own-
he doesn't
about his
work at
own
IGN anymore. But there's also another writer that I can't think of right now who's actually
It's still
worked
made
on
by EA though.
previous. Well, no, I don't think that the story will have.
They will pump
will
out any
suck.
turd.
I think that if anything does suck, it might be the servers or the online multiplayer. But I'm more excited about the story.
I think the story might be interesting, but I still think like EA. I think it's gonna be like a really short campaign. I think
Yeah,
it's
and they're gonna
be,
try to
like,
pump
every
that
time they
fucking-
make these games. They do the same thing with Battlefield. They throw in a
DLC.
campaign there. It's 6 hours. You beat it. You never go back to it. Same thing with every Battlefield game. I just don't know. I don't trust EA to make a good single player, even though I'm super excited and super interested in what this game could be.
And I
So-
defer to you on that because you play those games more often than
Yeah.
I do. But I am just very interested in the story.
Absolutely.
itself.
I mean, it as of right now, like I'm not going to pre-order Battlefront 2, but as we get more information and then hopefully there's a
Keep
lot
it on the
more
radar.
in this package. They announced saying that they're not going to be doing a season pass, which is interesting. Figuring that EA loves their
That's
season
fair.
passes and everything.
maybe
So
they're
are
realizing
they-
shit people
Season
don't really like them.
access
but are they
passes?
doing microtransactions? Like that's where like it's
Or are
the
they just
back
going to
of
hit you to be
Get
the
Darth
EA
Maul's in
member
there.
for the pass?
Yeah,
Pay
we'll
for it,
we'll
you got
see.
Exclusively.
Yeah, so
We'll see.
I think we're
Yeah,
excited,
we'll see.
though. We'll see.
Steve?
No, it's not good. Next story. Watch Breath of the Wild's first 100% speed run. So French player, I'm not going to try to pronounce this. It's
Oui, oui.
Xalikah. Streamed his 49-hour playthrough on Twitch
Bon
earlier
nuit.
this week. So he, over the course of the speedrun, he managed to meet all the requirements of 100% perfect playthrough, including beating all 120 shrines, collecting all heart and stamina upgrades, finishing every main quest, shrine quest, and side quest, completing the entire map, collecting every key item, upgrading all runes and armor,
Did he collect all the
Okay.
Korok seeds?
Correct.
completing the entire map and compendium.
I bet you the Korok seeds don't count.
They count. I think
They've
it's
got to count for 100% in the
100%,
game.
yeah.
You got to count those.
It
Well,
doesn't.
I
I mean,
mean,
it's
If
It's
there's
gotta be in
yeah,
there.
it's got to
Yeah.
be in there.
That's absolutely insane.
Yeah, I've played 55 plus hours and not anywhere fucking close to that. So kudos to that guy. Also taking pictures. I take pictures of everything I come across, and I could only imagine him trying to fucking speed run that because I'm like, okay, there's a butterfly. I know that thing's gonna move if I get anywhere close to it, so I have to sneak very fucking slowly.
You're
And
sneaking up to butterflies to take pictures of them?
what are you doing in the game? You're shooting apples off of trees and then trying to hit it with a fucking ladle.
Yeah, but
That's
I'm
pretty
not
impressive.
doing it every single time I see an apple.
No,
He's
I'm
not
not
doing
doing
it
it every
every
single time I see a
butterfly.
butterfly.
Yeah,
I see
well,
it.
if it's a new
I add it.
species.
Yeah, exactly.
You're a psycho.
Yeah, I'm the psycho, but you're the one.
I said it earlier when you guys were talking about Zelda, but like this must have been the most stressful 50 hours.
He can break it up, I think.
No,
I-
you can break it up, but if you're crunching to try to like get a good time, like
I'm sure
you're,
no
you're
one
not
else.
wasting anything.
I've seen
sure.
them do this like front flip with the shield to like get super high jumps and stuff, and I've tried to do it, and it's so hard.
You fall and then you fall.
Yeah, you got like they're doing like these super jump hops, and you can, if you jump, you can get an extra jump flip. If you try to go into the shield surf, so they're like flipping to get into higher spots,
and
and
then
it's
just
insane.
It's a trick. Still try to
Yeah.
bomb to try to then go even higher. It's
These guys are
speed run.
they're psychos.
yeah, I'm just having fun with the game,
Stress free.
stress free. Yeah, I'm just
There you go.
at my leisure.
And
Yeah,
80%
just
records.
making food.
Yeah, but congratulations to that guy. 55 hours. That's a fucking feat.
I think it was 49.
Yeah,
Well, if
you were
congratulations,
listening
Mr.
to
Frenchman.
Yeah,
Everybody gets a point though on that one.
perfect. Yoink 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 yoink.
Even when I'm backing up, he just gives you guys all points.
He knew
It's
what you
fucked
were
up.
doing.
You saw through the
He
bullshit.
saw through your lies.
Dark Souls publisher reveals the vampire RPG Code Vein.
What?
What?
Vein. That's what
Vein?
they reveal.
They
Okay,
revealed
so-
Several days
Vein.
ago, the Dark Souls publishers at Bandai Namco Entertainment released a teaser trailer asking fans to prepare to dine, which
Dine?
led gamers
vampires.
which led gamers to wonder if
Hit
the
the box.
developer was set to reveal a new project of its own. So, Code Vein is a dungeon exploration type hard action RPG that is currently in development by the studio at Shift, which is the company behind the God Eater series. Apparently, Code Vein is set in the post-apocalyptic near future, where players will take on the role of superpowered vampires called the Reverend.
So
hate
it's
vampires.
Dark Souls but vampires. Got it.
But have you seen
Neo
it?
was Dark Souls with samurais.
Kinda,
Cool.
Yeah.
But this is made by the people that actually made Dark Souls.
No, I get it.
You know,
I get it.
which
They're
I'm
stopping.
completely sold. Like
Immediately.
they're like a new IP, but it's still going to be
The same.
super hard RPG, dungeon crawling, go find the boss, lack of story.
Gothic.
Perfect.
You got it.
Did you see-
Dark. It's
Bless
Dark
you.
Souls 4.
Bless you.
Is really what it is, but vampires.
Well, I mean, I like how like Bloodborne happened, and then you have Dark Souls, and then you have the Surge is coming out next month.
and then you had the spin,
um,
like the just
and they
like
had
the
Neo, and
yeah.
so I like how there's the different.
Artwork and time periods, kind of.
Exactly. I mean, it's all the same stuff, but it's a lot of fun. I enjoy those type of games. And then they'll drop a Dark Souls 4 coming out in like 3 years. They say they're done, but they're definitely not
The
done.
comeback.
They
Well, I
make
mean,
way
if
too
the-
much money
Bloodborne
off those
too.
games.
But if this is their new franchise, then they might just roll with this and then come back with Dark Souls 4 after
If it's
the
not
third
successful.
of the trilogy's done. Yeah, but if it's not successful, yeah, they'll go to that. But it's going to be successful.
Correct.
You're gonna buy it.
Yeah.
You're gonna buy it. Anyone who owns Dark Souls 3 and loves it is gonna buy it. It's gonna be a success, just like Bloodborne was. Just like did you buy Neo?
I did.
Did you play it?
Yes.
How much?
I played probably 30 hours.
Until completion.
Exactly. There you go. Like people are gonna buy Project Vein.
Yeah.
It's going to be a success, and they're going to have a sequel and probably the trilogy, and then just go back to Dark Souls or something else. But
No
people are
release
going to buy
date,
them.
but uses Unreal 4.
Nice.
I
That's
like
what you have to
that.
do.
Fallout cosplayer taken into custody by police.
I mean, it makes sense. Why would you? There's got to be like something going on in your city that the police are already aware of, is for you to be doing that kind of shit, because it's sketchy.
So nuclear wasteland could be Chicago. You
Yeah, I
normally
guess.
have to
Yeah,
dress
where
like
was
that.
it? Where did
all,
it take place?
All
Wow.
Fallout cosplay is sketchy.
Things went south for a particular Fallout cosplayer in Grand Prairie, Canada, when he decided to walk through town in his power armor cosplay carrying a new California Republic flag. The costume enthusiast was apparently on his way to Lynn's Alterations at Bell Tower Plaza to have some same changes made to his wardrobe when a few of the locals became alarmed.
I wonder why.
After seeing some of the props attached to the costume, multiple residents called the local police and reported a suspicious individual roaming the streets with a gas mask and a bulletproof vest. Some worried citizens even claimed that he looked like he may have a bomb on his back. As you might expect, sent the
It was
local
probably
law
like the
enforcement
Tesla
in.
armor suit or
He
something.
had the full, like, the whole red suit. It looked pretty fucking sick.
Yeah, it was legit.
Yeah.
Be nice. That's
Just-
awesome.
This day and age, you can't be doing
You
that
can't
shit.
Yeah,
do that
especially not,
shit.
especially
It is
not a
Canada.
Yeah,
post-apocalyptic.
especially not in
you can do
Canada.
it. You think you can get away with
No,
it?
no.
What are you
The
talking about?
Mounties will come up and say, "Hey."
Yeah, and then they'll
I don't know.
apologize for
They say,
harassment.
yeah,
I just say A.
They
Yeah.
say, "Hey."
Hey,
Hey.
What is this
I
about?
mean, because it sounds
Yeah,
like
what
he
is
was
this
just
about here?
strolling through the city.
Yeah. I feel like he's Thor just walking down the main road in this
Yeah.
fucking power armor.
Surprised he didn't get shot.
So the cosplay was at the alteration shop when the police arrived on the scene and evacuated the area. Luckily, everyone remained calm, and the cosplay was able to explain why he looked like he just walked out of a nuclear war zone. The police realized the misunderstanding, but still had to take him into custody. The cosplayer was eventually released without any charges, but the police officers did inform him that there is a time and a place for cosplay, and maybe walking through a city street in full costume may be inappropriate. As for the bombs that some residents claim to have seen, it turns out these were repurposed Pringle cans that had been painted silver. It seems silly in retrospect. But
Hey, once you pop the fun, don't stop, baby. So he should have known. He should have known. You can't be bringing.
That's a point.
Yeah, you can't be bringing Pringles cans out in public like that, pal. People love that shit.
Wow.
Let's go.
There it
dude.
is.
Yep. Congratulations, Justin.
Hey, thanks.
That was a damn good one.
I did it.
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's a good news
I mean,
story.
the cops have a good point. Like, don't
What are you
fucking-
doing,
yeah,
dude?
what are you doing,
Can you
idiot?
carry it to the place
yeah,
to
and
get
then
it altered?
yeah, don't just wear it.
Yeah. Someone give you a lift?
Take an Uber next time.
Ride a moose.
Yeah, fast travel for fuck's sake.
Next story. Sources. Nintendo to launch.
Sources.
There we go. SNES Mini this year.
What, Steve?
Nintendo's lost in the
So-
SNES.
The
SNES
SNES?
Super
Classic.
Nintendo Mini.
Oh, sweet. So you can't get your hands on it. Fuck you, everyone.
So the rumor is Nintendo will
Nintendo.
follow up
Someone might.
its smash
Yeah.
hit
Gary's sweet Amazon.
NES micro console with a mini version of the Super Nintendo. Sources close to the company have confirmed to Eurogamer.
To be honest with you, I'm actually more excited about the possibility of a Super NES than the normal NES because I never had one growing up as a kid.
Oh,
Dude,
you'll never
you
have
missed-
one because
Wow.
you'll never get your fucking hands on this thing.
Well, I've seen a meme where it was like, have you seen where John Cena's playing the Switch?
Oh, see him in the
So,
desert.
yeah, so it's like
and you have to
it's like,
wrestle him.
Here's, it's basically like Reggie, and he's like, here's how you do it. So you have to find this Nintendo booth out in the middle of the desert. Once you find that, John Cena's inside playing his Switch. You have to wrestle him and take the Switch away, and then you'll be entered in for a raffle to win one of 5. It's like, yeah, that's exactly what it's going to be like. Thanks,
Well,
Reggie.
especially now.
You still might get one if you do that, though.
Especially now.
Now
with-
that everybody saw what happened before.
Yeah, we could take out John Cena.
I think
Yeah.
The 5 of us.
Took the words right out of your mouth. I'll give you a point for that.
yeah, I mean, it's like I said it to him before, you know. But yeah, especially
you or
now
did I
with
read
with
your
the
mind?
fact that people are see what
Right?
happened with the NES Classic,
You're
and
very
now they're gonna
transparent,
look
Gary.
at when the SNES comes out that they're gonna be like, this is only gonna be a limited time thing, so everyone's gonna buy it. You're not gonna. It's gonna be even harder to get than the NES Classic.
Unless they make more.
But that's
I
not how
doubt
Nintendo does
that.
shit.
They're not
They
going-
love this.
No, I know.
They're
I
not
feel like
going
they
to,
set up
'cause they're gonna
cameras
cut
and
it
laugh
off,
at us.
And then next year they're
N64.
going to do the N64. And that's going to be bananas. And if they don't make more so that everybody can get an N64,
Donkey
I'm
Kong.
actually pretty surprised if this is the reason they cut off the NES. I
doubt
don't
it.
know why that would, what logic there is in doing that.
And why not having both of them simultaneous?
Or why not have this one going up until you launch it, unless the launch is like,
Immediately.
yeah, it's, you know.
I mean, we've had this conversation last week, and
Nintendo,
it's
I mean, they
just,
make
we
perfect
don't-
sense
we-
with
every
whatever
time
they
we
do.
think hey, you know, you guys, they have a money printing machine with this fucking thing, and they don't use it. They're like, yeah, we're gonna use it very sparingly. And so now I actually have a friend at work. He was talking to me about it, and he's like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna get one off eBay. And I'm like, no,
You can't find one.
What? He spent $300 on one, and I was like,
Could have bought a fucking Switch.
Yeah.
well, he
Why
already
don't you
had.
just text
Oh, yeah,
me
yeah.
and let me know this guy wants to buy a $300
Dude,
NES
you hold out.
Classic.
You hold out
Well,
longer. They're going higher.
It's brand new and it's unopened, so he bought a brand new unopened one. He's gonna keep it. He's more of a. I think it's more of a collector's thing for him, which is
Donkey.
insane. But
I got a sweet case for it though.
there you go. Keep it mint.
Mint.
Um,
But I actually,
Maybe you'll be able
I
to
actually
beat Glass
played,
Joe.
I pulled it out and played it the other night,
nice.
and
Getting
I
Glass
still-
Joe another
Yeah.
shot.
I did,
Yeah.
and I still went 3 rounds with him. I'm going to get it down to 2 rounds,
And one.
and I
And
mean,
then
eventually, that's my goal. Like, I turned it on the other night, and I was like, I need to go against Glass
I'll give you a
Joe.
point. I'll give you determination to
Thank you. I
beat Glass
appreciate
Joe
that, Steve.
in a reasonable amount of time.
Although I am very
First
excited
round.
for the like I said, like the Super NES Classic does
The
have like
games.
so many good games on that I feel like it would be very difficult to bring it down to 30 games like they did with the NES because you have so many
Right.
like great JRPGs on that.
Even Metroid,
you
Super
have
Mario RPG.
Metroid, Mario World. You could do Mario All Stars.
Mario
I
and
think
Kart
you
Kart
just
plus
got to be
World.
like, it's 2 games from every genre or something, something like that. And you just gotta.
You don't even
you
have
gotta,
to do 30 games though. They could do more.
I mean,
sure it's
you could
quite
do,
simple.
yeah, but I'd
boost
like
it up to 50 and then just do 164 games. Make sure Buck Bumble's on there.
bickety buck bomb.
I don't think we're getting
Number one.
I think there's licensing rights on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
We might have
Nobody.
That song's
Yeah.
too good to be.
Yeah.
just
You think
given
the
to anybody.
artist is just gonna be willy nilly? Just go for it. Yeah, you
Give
can
me
use my shit.
$1 million. Like,
Next story: Ghost Recon Wildlands managed to outsell Breath of the Wild in the U.S. in March. So, according to the NPD Group, an analyst firm, I know what they are. Everybody knows what they are. Ghost Recon Wildlands outsold. There we go. An analyst firm that tracks the sales of stats of games. Ghost Recon Wildlands outsold Zelda for March.
Are there numbers for it, like which they sold?
No,
Just wondering the margin between the two.
it doesn't. No,
That's okay.
There's just a lot of.
Filler
people
and
still
shit.
having a
in
hard
this,
time getting their hands on Switches, though, aren't they?
Important to note, though, according to this, that digital sales were not counted for Zelda
Yeah.
in this. which I
Was
thought
digital
interesting.
sales included for Wildlands?
I'm guessing it was if they made a point
To say it.
of say it wasn't for Zelda. They
It's
don't
also-
really say.
if you really think about it though, how many people are buying Zelda digitally?
Probably a decent amount.
Really, you think so? You think people for Nintendo are buying that? I feel like Nintendo people are buying
Want those
physical,
cartridges, yeah.
like a lot more.
I'm buying
Nintendo's
Mario Kart.
online.
No one wants to accidentally swallow the cartridge.
Yeah,
so.
I'm buying Mario Kart
They're
digitally, so I
tasty.
have
They
it
are
just ready
so
to go
good.
whenever.
Yeah.
So I never have to worry about like, oh, did I bring that card or whatever? It's just gonna be there.
Yeah, it's just, the story, obviously Zelda is far superior to Ghost Recon, but it's very surprising that, like, Wildlands, like a game that I didn't even think.
I don't think. Well, think about this though. Like, you have your 10 million players, 12 million players of your Wii U install base, and then you have like 2 million Switch players. So even let's just bump that up to 15 million copies of Zelda sold. That's very impressive. But the install base of PS4, Xbox
And
One,
Xbox
you
owners?
have these huge install bases where
They
if
also
you
have
don't
PC
own a
too.
so there you go, PC too. But then Xbox is dying right now. They have nothing to play in the
Yeah.
month of March. Like, what do you get? You get Ghost Recon.
Yeah.
PS4 players, if you beat Horizon or if you have something else to play, you buy Ghost Recon. It doesn't
Yeah.
surprise me because you have a big install base for Ghost Recon, even though
Everybody
But
has
it's
access
such
to
a
it.
shitty looking game.
I've heard not bad things. I've heard it's just like,
I've
it's
watched
just
gameplay,
fun to
I've
play.
watched some Let's Plays, and it just
Hey, there are
like,
drug dealers over here
Yeah,
in the
well,
mountains.
think of it,
Sneak in and
the
fucking
Division in the
stop.
desert. That's what it is, and people want to play that. Garrett, believe me, I agree. I'm not playing Ghost Recon, but I'm thinking that's the reason why it outsold Zelda.
No, of course that's the reason why it outsold Zelda. But I'm just saying, like, it's just such a shitty game. Like, it shouldn't ever be able to have a title saying that they outsold like such a good game.
I mean, I feel like I agree with you on that, but everyone knows
Shouldn't
there's an
even be
asterisk
in the
there.
same
All
comparison.
right, I sent that in just so we could clear that up and make sure that people knew that. Don't think that Ghost Recon is better than Zelda.
Fair enough. Some Nintendo sales. I put it in here just.
So we could all take a little rest.
Just the Switch's first month of sales saw the system beat the June 2001 launch of the Game Boy Advance by 31,000 units to become the biggest hardware launch ever for Nintendo and the second largest in U.S. history.
Wait,
For Switch's first month of sales,
yeah.
it beat the Game Boy Advance by 31,000 units.
Is that the biggest first month?
of
Second
all
For
time.
Nintendo, for Nintendo, I guess.
Because that's their
overall.
biggest console ever was the Advance, right?
No, the Wii. The Wii would have been their highest selling console.
Well, but not
in the first
saying
month.
Beat
Not
the
in the-
June 2001 launch of the Game Boy Advance by 31,000
That's fucking
units.
impressive,
And then-
considering that they
people
usually
fucking-
suck
yeah.
with production quantities. So.
And the Game Boy Advance was dope as shit. Everybody had one of those.
And the second
Super
largest.
Dodgeball Advance.
yeah,
You know what I'm
bro.
talking about.
It's also the
Let's
second
go.
largest in U.S. history, so
What, behind PS2?
Yeah. Probably.
it must be. Yeah,
Or maybe even the PS4 at this point?
Or
Whatever, it doesn't
could
really
be.
matter.
Then I think we talked about this, but Breath of the Wild was reported to have over a 99% attach rate. Coins.
Who bought a
Yeah.
Switch that didn't buy
102%.
Zelda? That's what I want. Like, people
What
bought-
else would you
Just bought
play?
Zelda.
It's people like you that bought
Bought
two
two
Switches
two
and no
copies.
fucking copies of Zelda.
Yeah.
Well, I know I bought 2 copies of Zelda.
Yeah, but one for the Wii U,
Well,
one
it
for the
just
Switch.
reminded me
I
of
got
that-
one.
of,
He's
uh,
responsible
So-
for 2 copies sold.
correct. So I have 3 copies.
Yeah.
Oh, gee, wait, no. Oh, yeah, technically. All right. fair
It
enough.
just
What's
reminded
yours?
me of a story. I was in GameStop this week because it's like my favorite store now, and there was
Wait.
I got it. That's minus
Wait.
2. Favorite store.
Get
what?
rid of those points.
I mean, am I being sarcastic, you dumb fuck?
Oh my!
I
Get it.
Whoa!
Like,
Holy
really?
moly!
Really, Steve? You know what? I'm
Get
throwing
rid
out
of
the
some more of
DS
those
points.
points. See you later. That's
Throwing
at
out the
least
DS.
one
I'm
more.
gonna throw a 1 in front of that.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
anybody actually
12
believed
points.
that GameStop is my favorite
Well, you
store,
said it
you're
so-
a fucking
Then
moron.
raise your
You said it
hand.
so passively.
Oh my!
You said it so
goodness.
passively.
Oh, I'm not gonna tell the story now. Whatever. Moving along.
Well,
Moving along.
Moving along.
3 points.
He'll tell us off there.
Yeah! Yeah!
Bruins win.
Nice!
The Switch finished. Switch 1-2 Switch finished at 13 on the list.
Of
For NPD.
attach rate or
Well, no, just
13.
amount sold.
Oh, in the-
So
okay.
172,000 copies for that game.
I
That's
have
a lot
one.
more than I thought.
Yeah.
I have one. We had a blast playing it. People at work love it.
And then Zelda Amiibo were also big movers in March,
They do,
composing 43% of interactive toy sales and causing a 56 year-over-year spike in Amiibo sales. People,
Which
People
makes
love
sense.
Amiibo.
You cannot find any Amiibo now.
Although I did see that
For
the
Zelda.
Archer Breath of the Wild Zelda popped up on Amazon for like 38 seconds today. I was like, oh, cool. Oh, it's gone? Great. Fantastic.
Like the NES
I don't
Classic.
want that. Just like the NES Classic. Hey, Gary, can you be on the lookout for our Archer
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild
You
amiibo
might
for me?
snag one.
Sure, Brian.
When you go
I
into
can do that
GameStop,
for you.
please let me know.
Yeah.
Your
It's
new
my
favorites.
favorite store, Steve.
I don't like hearing that.
Anyways,
His points are just dwindling away.
I don't give a fuck at this point.
Moving
God
on.
damn it.
Moving on
Xbox
up.
games with gold for May looks good for Star Wars fans. So,
Does it?
no,
Explain.
it doesn't.
for May 1st to the 15th, subscribers can pick up Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2.
I will say that I actually enjoyed that game. Moving on.
The sequel. Well, I know. Yeah, I don't need to know. And then Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga goes free from May 16th to the
Live with
31st.
That's
that.
the
For
one you
friggin'
want.
Sweet,
complete.
actually. I
That's
have
the one you
no
want.
sass for that.
We can play co-op.
Dude, games are too bad.
Calm down.
And
Small.
then
That's not a bad idea.
we get Laura
Yeah,
Croft:
actually.
The Temple of
Osiris.
Osiris follows from May 16th until June 15th.
We played that.
Yeah. That's
Remember
another
the
one. I
boulder
have
level?
that game.
Remember
Yeah.
the boulder level when you're on top of the boulder?
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's a top-down Laura Croft game. Me and Justin played this game for
Co-op.
probably like 6 hours. We played a lot of
Did
it.
you
actually-
finish it?
No,
No,
we
we
were getting
tried.
close to the end though.
I think maybe I still have that save file on my Xbox.
I'd like to think so.
What else can they get, Steve?
Yeah. Back to you, God, Mike.
That was it.
It's about it. Gagne Sisters: Twisted
Oh,
Dreams is
You
available.
guys played that piece of shit at PAX East.
What is it?
Oh,
It's the
yeah.
one with the bean bags that you guys were playing?
What is it
Wait,
called?
what was the name again?
Gagne?
Sisters?
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Twisted Dreams.
No, I wasn't called. Unless you renamed it.
I don't remember, but
Maybe I'm
Oh,
G-I-A-N-A.
No.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
from 2 years ago.
No, I
yeah,
thought it
from
was-
2 years ago. You guys were sitting in the
It
beanbag
said
and you were like
Anya.
this.
Anya.
Well, yeah, maybe
Maybe
the
she threw
G
the guy in
silent.
front
Yeah,
of
maybe
it.
the G
No,
silent.
this
I
can't
don't
The
know.
little puzzle game. Either way, if it is, that game's hot garbage.
It looks very similar to the hot.
she
Shot.
never
Chance
came
to
back.
own it May 1st to the 31st.
It's free.
Can't wait.
There
Picking
you
it
go.
up.
Free for what?
Xbox
Xbox.
One.
Oh, that's the
Xbox
Xbox
One as well.
ones.
Yeah, so one is that and I don't know, but the two
It's the
Star
only
Wars
game you
games
need.
are the
Poop.
360 ones.
Yeah, I
Lego.
mean, The Force Unleashed 2 for free, like play through it. It's $6. There's 6 hours. Like
I
it,
played the first one and kind of enjoyed it. I heard the second one was worse though. Thoughts?
gameplay wise, it's not even close. Like the gameplay is
Better.
a lot better. Your
Okay.
dual lightsabers, you can pick which color lightsabers, you can collect all the different color lightsabers. Like that
Gary,
shit's cool.
I'll give it a shot.
Give it a shot. I
Give it a
mean,
shot, man.
I
What
don't.
can you
I'm not
lose?
saying it's the best game in the world, but I'm saying for free, like you might find some enjoyment out of it.
Game.
And then the Lego Star Wars game,
Well, you definitely.
Fantastic.
You know, he's not going to force you
complete
into
piece
it.
of shit.
What?
Complete piece of shit.
What is?
Gary, I don't know.
I
Your
can't tell if that's
is off.
sarcasm or not. I don't know anymore.
I'm trying to lay
Took the
on
words right out of
sarcasm
my mouth.
hard so you'll actually see it, Steven.
Or hear it.
You know what we didn't see or hear last week? The Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, how did we
Oh,
Completely
fuck
fucking
shit.
missed it.
Yeah, it was right
But
on our heads.
Why
we
don't you
got some
just
new
summarize
details
it?
about ARMS and Splatoon 2.
I'd like to just call, or say for the record that I called Splatoon 2 release date.
Brian did.
Fucking nailed it.
So we got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, April 28th. More characters, cards, tracks, blah, blah,
Battle
blah.
mode is back.
That's true.
I'm fucking pumped for that. We'll do a Let's
that
Play
King-
next
King Boo
Friday.
is back.
that the 3
And
balloons?
that's-
Yeah.
It's always,
Bring
was
your
there.
Switch next week.
It just
We're
wasn't
playing
this.
fucking Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Um,
All of
Okay.
us.
we
You-
got
you mean my
Ultra Street
Switch?
Fighter 2,
Yeah.
May 26th.
Yeah, for fucking $40.
What
This
is?
is a 20-year-old game for $40 fucking
Street-
dollars.
Oh, is
Street
it 40?
Street
I didn't see
Fighter
the price.
2?
It's 40. It actually
They call
might
it
be
rollback.
50.
No, it's
It
40.
might be 50.
Was it?
I don't think
What,
it was
were they offside?
It's
Ah.
high as fuck for a game that should cost you $15 on
But
the
you
eShop.
get Evil Ryu and Violent Ken.
Yeah, Evil Ryu's been in it like 4 times. Violent Ken is new to this one game. I'll give them that. But come on.
Street Fighter 2 should be free.
Street Fighter 2, this one
I don't
should
know
be
about free.
at the
This
most
is an
$20.
HD graphics up.
They did that for the 360
that
and
makes
PS3.
That
Not
makes
free.
it worth $40.
Oh, what, did they make it
What
free?
has their
It was
last...
$15.
No,
I
that's
feel
what I'm
like
saying.
all
15 is
their
good.
games
Yeah,
are just...
I would say 15 to $20 for this. No way is it worth 40.
But it has HD, Brian.
It was HD on the 360.
It has
Evil
HD.
Ryu,
Evil Ryu was in the 360 one. So was Akuma. God.
Violent Ken.
Violent
no.
Ken.
We
No.
need like
He's upset with his
ultra
parents.
patriotic Guile is what we
Yeah, he's been listening to like really dark music and reading Edgar Allan Poe.
Minecraft, May 11th. More Neo Geo games on the way. Samurai Showdown.
Those are all good fighting games,
yeah.
by the way. Anything Neo
Samurai
Geo
Showdown.
fighting game, fucking fantastic, by the way.
Capcom vs SNK.
Yep, you got it.
Fit
Match of
the-
the Millennium.
Sonic Forces Holiday
Metal
2017.
So
Metal Slug is sick.
that Sonic
I got
Forces
that.
game looks like, dog shit, but the Sonic Mania game is
Summer.
it looks fucking fantastic. I'm a huge fan of the original Sonic games, and that one is just an HD like remake of it, and it looks really good.
The
Yeah,
collector's
I already
edition.
pre-ordered the collector's
Yeah,
edition.
The one that comes with the little Genesis. Gary, I'm a little jealous.
it's on sale. on
I'm still
Amazon.
like kind of like,
I love fucking Sonic.
hey, that's all right. I
Love
like the
Sonic.
Nothing
original
wrong with that.
Yeah, I love Sonic.
We got
Dr.
Project.
Robotnik is pretty fucking sick. He's a sick bad guy. He just
got a
floats
sick
around.
stash.
He's got like the hair that pops out and he just gets.
That's his stash that's popping out that
Oh
far.
yeah, the stash.
And then he's got the
It's huge.
glasses.
It's
Yeah.
circular.
Yep.
He's a dick.
Sorry, Steve.
We also got Project Makura.
Yep,
Yeah,
Summer
sounds about right.
2017.
Don't know what that is.
Fate Extella.
That's an JRPG.
July.
Big catalog.
Puro Tetris.
Puyo Tetris. That
Whatever.
comes out next week.
I don't know. It doesn't say. Demo for the game is available though. Monopoly Fall of 2017.
Monopoly.
Payday 2.
Which is surprising, like a surprising choice for
Payday.
the
What?
Nintendo Switch.
Monopoly,
Payday 2.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
You ever see the beginning of The Dark Knight?
Yeah.
It's that. It's just guys wearing clown masks robbing
Shitty
banks.
gameplay and lack of content, but yeah,
Hey, I mean,
I mean,
the gameplay in the
it's
movie
an
was
interesting.
great.
There's a lot better first-person shooters that they probably could have chose to put on the Switch than Payday 2.
Yeah, but those
Probably
are
are
probably more graphically
limitations.
intense. Yeah,
Yeah,
limitations.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's a
Limitations,
weird.
Justin.
It's a strange.
Skyrim.
Well, mobile.
Where is
yeah,
it
where,
at?
yeah, where the fuck
Where
is
is
Skyrim?
it
I
at?
didn't mention it yet. We got Namco Museum. That's summer 2017. We got the standalone Switch dock May 19th.
Which is $80 fucking dollars.
I tweeted out. I said this is very Apple-like. Not a fan of it.
It is plastic with 3 fucking inputs.
Hey,
You can-
7
yeah,
Apple's
Some
got
of
an
my
N on
favorite
it.
ones are.
Big dollars.
2 inputs.
And then separately, Nintendo
I got it. I got nothing.
also revealed that ARMS is launching June 16th, and Splatoon is heading to Switch on. Well, Splatoon 2 is heading to Switch on July 21st.
I think that Splatoon 2 is. I mean, they showed off this like new horde mode type of thing for Splatoon 2, which I still don't give a flying fuck about. I don't get the whole love for Splatoon right now, and I understand that's like their big shooter that they're kind of pushing, but I just don't get it. I don't see it. I bought the first one. I played it for like 2 or 3 weeks. It was fun for the first like 5 matches, and then it lost its like luster. I hope that they make a strong single player experience for it, where it's more similar to like a mini Super Mario Sunshine. I feel like you're missing the ball on that. Like if you add that single player to it, I would probably buy Splatoon 2.
But there's no single player, right?
There
There
was
is.
in Splatoon 1, there was. It was just kind of like, all right, here's this, World 1-1 to like World 1-6, and then you go to World 2-1 or whatever. But there were small, compact little stages. And if you just have like a little bit more of an open world or just like slightly open central hub, I feel like you could really expand upon that universe. But I feel like they could do it with Splatoon 2. They just haven't announced it.
I don't know. I
Haven't
it's
seen
more of a
much either.
Japan game at this point, I think.
They love their squids.
Sushi.
Poor sushi squids.
Pretty good.
But
That's it.
Where's the Animal Crossing?
hold on. Whoa. Pull it back, pal. I love ARMS. We're not even talking about ARMS.
Oh, go for it.
Yeah, so they showed off a new character, and this is looking more and more like a fighting
You
Overwatch.
like ARMS?
Yeah, I like ARMS. I like the idea of ARMS. They're these characters
Well,
that
they're
have
useful.
special abilities and special moves. So it's like a fighting Overwatch, but not. It's not
I
going to.
thought it was
it's-
one-on-one.
It is
It
a
is
one-on-one,
one-on-one.
but then you can also do 2-on-2 battles.
So that's not one-on-one, Brian. Like,
That's
why
why
aren't you telling me the whole truth?
I'm.
And nothing,
know,
but,
nothing
the
but the
truth.
truth.
I can't
So
give
help
you the
me
entire
God.
synopsis of the game in literally one sentence. So let me just kind of
step your game
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I just need an attention span. So
That could help.
I don't know. Like I'm excited for it. I'm really hoping that it is more in depth than your normal casual fighting game. I don't think it's gonna have a spot at Evo per se, but I think that it can do something different where it's more one-on-one like Punch Out. So I'm
What are
interested
you
to see.
looking at me for?
Because you're looking at me like side eye,
'Cause
like
glass
this isn't
jump.
Overwatch, Brian. It's not Overwatch.
No, my thought like, are you gonna be in your living room?
No,
like,
you can
throwing
use a
these
normal
punches?
controller.
He's
You
got the
can
pro
use
controller.
a normal
yeah.
controller for it. You don't need to do the motion control. I think that's fucking stupid. I agree with you. I
But
don't.
Isn't that what they're like trying to push on it? Or, I don't know.
Not really. They're just saying like you can twist your arm and do it, or you could just play with the pro controller, which I think is going to be the preferred method
Sick
because
controller.
it's going to be like, hey,
Duh.
I want to punch
No
this
dirt.
way, and then it's not going to read it incorrectly. So you're not going to have the issue of motion control. Plus, me pressing a button is faster than you pushing your arm, unless you're fucking Manny
When we're
Pacquiao.
talking about controls right now, can you explain what's going on with Mario Kart with the one Joy-Con?
You're just using the one Joy-Con.
Joy-Con, yeah.
What do you mean?
That's
it.
what I mean. You turn it to the side. You have the analog stick, and then you have your buttons. Have you ever played Mario Kart? You don't need that many buttons.
No, you really don't.
I
Like
understand that,
three.
but they're forcing you to use the Joy-Con.
No,
like,
you don't
No.
have to.
You don't have to. If you're playing multiplayer, you can technically have up to 4, I'm imagining, pro controllers.
We can
But
actually.
if we don't have a pro controller, say
You're
you have a
using-
pro controller and I want to take both your Joy-Cons and put it on that little fucking thing, whatever they make, I can use that?
Yeah.
Okay, so then why
So
is
if-
everyone like freaking out about the forcing you to use the one Joy-Con?
I think that people were just misinformed. I think that if you and I were just playing, you could take the two
That mob
Joy-Cons.
mentality.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is, Justin. Mob mentality. But you slide it down. You use the Joy-Con grip. You have that controller. I have the pro controller. We play 2-player Mario Kart. But the thing is that if we wanted to play 3 players, if the 3 of us wanted to
You
play,
gotta break it down.
you have to break it down, and that's
well,
that's
that
where
makes sense. That
That's
makes
just
sense.
an option.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But
Okay,
yeah.
I saw people like
Yeah, and
losing their shit on Twitter, and I'm like,
just
I had no-
misinformation, miscommunications.
so I asked you, Brian.
Hey, I'm here for the people. I'm
See-
here for you, Gary.
See
I
every
have
week.
Since we
that.
can't ask Nintendo Direct.
1 point for Brian.
Oh.
Very concise.
Great synopsis.
Thanks.
Is that a-
Yeah, synopsis. Yeah, that's
That's
fine.
it.
Yeah.
Wow. I think he's.
We're done.
Yeah.
We are done.
What?
That's all the news.
Dude.
I also like the amiibos they showed.
Sick as shit.
Yes.
They showed off 3
Absolutely
new
fucking-
Zeldas. So they showed off the Majora's Mask, the Skyward Sword, and
They're
the
all-
Twilight Princess.
They're
one.
all game capable.
Yep.
How does it work on the?
You just tap it
The
to the
right
Joy-Con, the right
yeah,
Joy-Con.
The right Joy-Con.
Oh, it has a sensor in there.
Yeah, but they also showed off Cloud, Corrin, and
And
Bayonetta,
Bayonetta.
The last of the
2 different versions.
Yeah, so you
Cloud's
get
probably
the,
sick.
Yeah, so you get the
Absolutely.
original Final Fantasy VII Cloud, and then it's a completely different sculpt for the Advent Children Cloud. So each one is different. So Corrin can be a male or a female, so you get a male one and a female amiibo, and then you get 2 Bayonetta 1 and Bayonetta 2, which I think is super cool. I'm gonna get the Final Fantasy VII Cloud. The
I
Advent
already
Children
pre-ordered
one's
all of them.
cool,
I got all
but
of
the normal
Fuck it.
cloud's my
They're sick.
thing.
Not
They're actually
surprised.
sick, yeah.
You get any more
Should you be?
switches? Yeah.
I might.
It's got like 6 switches now. I actually, now that since you talked about Final Fantasy VII, I bought Final Fantasy 9 randomly for like $14.
Nine's good.
I
And
think
they-
you
Nine's
actually
good.
told me this a couple days
Yeah, I
ago.
got it the other day. I can't even play it. It's for PlayStation 1.
But hey,
You bought
you got
PS1?
the disc.
Huh?
You bought it for PS1?
Yeah, I wanted
You
the
own
original.
a PS2.
You can probably play it. It's backwards
You can get it for
compatible.
really
Yeah,
cheap
you
anyway.
think?
You can try it. It's sitting in my
It's
closet.
100%
If that
backwards
PlayStation
compatible.
works, which we're
It
still on
does.
the fence.
It
We're
just
still on the fence about what was
Shaolin
going
Monks
on.
didn't work.
All right, but
Anyway,
anyway.
sorry, Steve. Yeah, back to the tallies.
I'm done. Oh, the tallies,
Yeah,
right?
whoa,
yeah.
hey, we points do matter.
That's right.
It's
We got Gary, -12.
Negative 12. How did you get that low? Wait,
had the-
did
he
you
had the
hit him
10.
with like a
He had the 10
negative
from-
10?
God, the fuck you, Steve. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
So the dumb fuck comment.
Dumb fuck.
Oh yeah,
Did that hit
was
him
a
with
lot.
a negative 10? What was that?
That was a
lot.
-12.
Woo!
Does not help the score.
That's
Whatever.
not what you're looking
I don't
for.
give a fuck.
We got Brian at a 4,
Wow.
Justin 3, Anthony 2.
You
You were tied for a while, Justin
What?
and Brian.
Yeah.
Until he came in with some classy
Mario
info.
Kart knowledge.
Yep. Well,
So
that's
prepare
the
your rant
worst.
for next week.
Yeah, sure. I'll think of something. No retorts.
Hopefully it's as good as
yeah,
rolls.
yeah, because that's good. There's gonna be anything better than that.
I don't know.
Hashtag Team Bagel Bites.
Dude, no comments.
Yeah, we can't retort to that, Brian.
He
I
can
don't-
next.
That
I don't
should
know
be
if
a
that's a-
negative 2 points.
I don't know
He's
if
on
that's a
Team Bagel, but-
retort.
Yeah,
That was a retort.
in your face.
I
Yeah,
feel
I
like
don't
that
think it
more of
was.
a
I think.
comment.
No, that
Just
was
a
a
comment.
retort.
Nah.
You mentioned.
I feel like you went too far.
Yep, I
Are
agree.
you offended by it?
I agree, Justin.
You should be.
Hashtag
Well,
triggered.
if I ever
Yeah.
Let's get the fuck
if I
out of
ever
here.
get
So that's
my-
gonna
Gone
be
too
it.
far,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's gonna be it for the Drunken News Game Show. We're gonna take a quick break. Come right back with what we're doing on the site, our Twitter handles, and all of that jazz. So stay tuned. Gotcha.